I'm Karen Johnson, and we are all seniors at Perry County Central High School, and our business is called the Appalachian Center for the Stars. This is a group photo of us at a meeting with a experienced grant writer, Melissa Million, who works at Adams Community and Technical College. These are photos of our site, the Fraser Creek Mine, located in Tacoma, Kentucky. They were taken by drone. Here you can see a list of previous owners of our site, the latest being Liberty Management from 2015 to present. We did find an environmental damage risk with our site due to the high elk population. This site has been previously used for elk hunting, but we find that this would not be a problem for us because the number is not significant.
Our mine was a surface and steep slope mine, which primarily mined lignite and bituminous coal, and the primary use of this coal was for power generation and heating.
Our location details: our site is located on the border of Perry and Knott County in Tacoma, Kentucky, and it is easily accessible through roads on the site. It is approximately 15 square miles and is mostly flat with a few hills scattered throughout. The USA Drum Court is also located directly across from our site, and there are large patches of grass in some areas and a wide variety of plants and trees, while other areas are completely stripped of vegetation. And there is also a water source located at the main entrance of our site. Through further research on our site, we did find some questionable conduct of the previous owners. They were cited for nearly 20,000 violations of the Clean Water Act, resulting in a penalty of $700 million and the shutting down of the mine. We conducted a soil sample test to ensure that our site was sustainable for plants. Some potential risks we found with the site were the lack of water on the site. We do not currently have running water, but through a meeting with Bart Massey, the USA Drum Court Director, they have approved a grant to get running water on the site so that will be used for plumbing. And then the high wind speed, since our site is relatively flat, the wind speeds would be a risk for us and the local wildlife. Our soil sample concluded that there is high nitrogen, medium phosphorus, and medium potash.
We also plan to add super accumulator plants in fenced-off areas to further reduce the risk of chemical harm to the wildlife in the area.
And then also the financial development costs. We understand that our project may be a little more costly than the other project, but we have many potential partners to help us fund this. And then since our site is located on the border of Perry and Knott County, it will benefit both counties and is easily accessible to the public through the roads. This site is mostly flat, so it'll help with the stargazing that our site offers. And these small hills are ideal for the trail systems that we plan to implement further along in our business. The USA Drum Court will allow for more people to come to our business.
Upon examination, we found three major problems in our community: a lack of environmental sustainability, population decline, and economic distress. According to the Kentucky Greenhouse Gas Inventory, in 1990, Kentucky emitted 35.4 million metric tons of carbon equivalent. It is clear that our region is doing little to reduce the current biodiversity and pollution issues, but what causes this lack of environmental consciousness?
This may be due to the lack of outdoor activities which engage the public. The community lacks knowledge of the continual environmental distress our planet is currently undergoing. Many families and schools do not teach environmental responsibilities.
According to the United States Census Bureau, Perry County, Kentucky discerned a 9.1% decrease in population from April of 2010 to July of 2018. It's clear that people in our region are actively leaving, but why do we see this huge decline in population?
This may be due to our community seeing a major decline in the number of jobs provided. There are few notable recreational activities, and the region is surrounded by a negative stereotype. When people think of Eastern Kentucky, they commonly think of obesity, drug abuse, and poorly educated individuals.
In the report of economic status designations for fiscal year 2020, the Appalachian Regional Commission detailed that 80 counties in Appalachia are considered distressed. Additionally, a significant number of those counties were ranked among the worst 10% of counties in the nation. So, why is Appalachia so economically distressed?
To elaborate, little funds are coming in from outside our region. Population decline, youth, educated population moving away in search of better opportunities, and a stagnating market which has failed to remain modern.
Our proposed solution is the Appalachian Center for the Stars, a for-profit ecological park with a focus on night sky observation, outdoor engagement, and environmental sustainability. Our business is heavily focused on these three components, and you can see them scattered throughout the other aspects of our site. The Appalachian Center for the Stars helps to bring people, funds, and education into our region, encourage the community to respect nature, and provide tangible outdoor experiences. If these goals are accomplished, we will create a community that is economically stable, environmentally conscious, and self-aware, and is able to interact with others in the community.
So what is there to do at the Appalachian Center for the Stars? Well, first off, we have 3 different camping options to accommodate all of our guests. We have primitive campsites for traditional campers, RV sites for our traveling campers, and we have tiny homes for those who prefer a more luxurious experience. While most parks and campgrounds keep you entertained throughout the day, our site intends to entertain you even after the sun goes down. We highly encourage night sky observation by providing access to quality telescopes and providing guided astronomy tours through glow-in-the-dark pathways. Additionally, we will also have a community fire pit for guests of all different backgrounds to come together, roast marshmallows, tell campfire stories, and form lasting friendships. You may be wondering, well, what does the Center for the Stars offer when the stars aren't out? During the day, our guests can explore our arboretum or botanical garden filled with a wide variety of colorful flowers, or they can hike along one of our beautiful nature trails that we plan to implement. We are also situated right next to the USA Drone Port, which we think makes us really unique because our guests will also have the ability to visit the drone port and learn more about drone technology. Aside from our outdoor recreational activities, we will also have a recreational space that members of the community and beyond can rent to host weddings, family reunions, and birthday parties. We will also have a gift shop to sell our own merchandise, but we hope to boost other local businesses by having them sell their merchandise in our gift shop as well. So, judges, if you will, I would like for you to close your eyes. Okay. So, imagine lying in your hotel room that you may have been staying in for this competition, I don't know. But you're lying in your hotel room and you're looking up at the ceiling. You probably see the white blank ceiling that you see in every hotel. Okay, you can open your eyes now. So what our site wanted to do was to make that experience staying in Eastern Kentucky a little bit different. Visitors to our tiny homes will be able to see a clear view of the night sky from their bed, from the comforts of their bed, because of the moonroofs we plan to put in our tiny homes. As you can probably tell, our tiny homes are very special, and a part that's really unique about our tiny homes is that components of them will be 3D printed. These components include doorknobs, light switches, and window frames. We will also have flower pots on our site that are 3D printed that decompose as the flower grows, which is better for the environment.
Sticking with an environmentally conscious aspect of our business, we plan to use solar cubes to power the tiny homes and RV sites. As we said earlier, we're going to have a community fire pit. This is just one of our low light technologies that will limit the light pollution. The other one is the glow-in-the-dark pathways. We will have mountain bikes, hiking sticks, backpacks, tents, and other quality hiking equipment for rent in our gift shop. Another thing we'll have for rent is an Orion 8945 telescope recommended to us by Steve Russo of the East Kentucky Science Center and Planetarium.
In regards to our industry, we have selected ecotourism. Categorized by conservation efforts and wildlife observation, ecotourism refers to responsible tourist activities which create ecological balance and develop long-term sustainability programs rather than short-term profit-making industries. So why do we choose ecotourism? It encourages people to experience an ecologically diverse and organic environment. According to Kentucky Tourism's 2018 Economic Impact Report, our state's tourism industry is steadily growing, generating more than 94,500 jobs and $787 million in state and local taxes. This form of tourism will bring both diverse cultural backgrounds and revenue from outside our local economy, which will stimulate and increase quality of life for many local residents in both Perry County and Knott County. When you think of ecotourism, you don't typically associate it with technology. However, with our most prominent partnership, the USA Drone Port, we're doing just that. If you aren't familiar with the USA Drone Port, it is a national unmanned robotics research and development center that provides research and development opportunities for small and large businesses, secondary and post-secondary education, and government entities. So how will this benefit the ACS? Through this introduction of technology, we will get a unique competitive advantage for our business. It provides an additional customer base and regional appeal for our business. Our confirmed partners include the Challenger Learning Center of Kentucky, East Kentucky Science Center and Planetarium, and Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander. Other significant partners are listed below. Letters of support. So far, we have given 4 letters of support. On the leftmost is from Bart Macy, which is the Executive Director of the USA Drone Port. Next to that is Robert Donnan, which is from Donnan Consulting. After that is the Challenger Learning Center of Kentucky. And finally, we have a letter of support from Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander. We met with him at a meeting with one of his associates to discuss our future plans for our business.
Judge Alexander was very enthusiastic about our idea, and he did say that regardless of the outcomes of this competition, that he sees it as a real possibility and would like to pursue it further later on in the year maybe. So, as every upcoming business does, we do have potential competition. Our 2 main competitors are the Mind Made Adventure Park, which is where the Knott County Trail Ride is, and Red River Gorge. We could also see the 8 regional campgrounds as competition. However, what I've learned through this competition is networking and partnering with people is a huge key to success when you're trying to start a business. And I see these competitors as more of partnerships because what an amazing vacation itinerary it would be for a traveling family coming to Kentucky to go and see the gorge and kayak or rock climb and then going to the Knott County Trail Ride. They're going to need a place to stay, and we would like to be that place to stay for them. So we do see them as more partners than competition. So we have 3 main competitive advantages that we feel puts us a little bit above the already existing opportunities. First of all, we have an extraordinary experience. I don't know anywhere else where you can stay in a tiny home, rent a telescope, and look through a botanical garden. We have ideal topography, and we are also more affordable than alternative options.
Our target market. Generally, we look to target environmentally conscious individuals, but we also encourage anybody else that is interested to visit our site. Our primary marketing strategy includes social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. We would use Facebook to target a more mature audience to get a general idea of what the community thinks of our idea by using polls and other forums. We would use Instagram to target a more younger audience to get those Insta-worthy pictures or Instagram-appropriate pictures that people desire at our age. Twitter and Snapchat would be used to communicate, just to get our idea out there. There's also secondary strategies that are listed below. Other events we plan to attend is the USA Drone Port Conference, in which we will be able to discuss our idea and present it in front of people from all around the world. This is our website that we have generated, in which you can find information online about our business.
Through this business, we have conducted extensive market research and analysis. We got the opportunity to review a previously approved grant provided by the Abandoned Minelands. In this grant, we use the financial information and base our campsites finances off of that.
We have also researched local hotel pricing such as the Hampton Inn and the Quality Inn to get an idea of how to make our options more available. And we have conducted over 100 surveys in our community to get an idea of what they would like to see at our business.
We went on a hike with the Kentucky Pathfinders, and on that hike, we discussed the resources and effort it takes to build the trails that will be implemented in our park. We also reviewed local campground sizes to make sure our campground sizes are adequate. The minimum viable product is the least amount of resources it would take to make our business succeed. So our total year-one cost is $493,000. A breakdown of that: 10 general primitive campsites, 5 tiny homes, 10 recreational vehicle sites constructions is $159,500. General site constructions such as land grading, the kitchen area, and the bathhouses would cost $167,500. Staff and maintenance, well, initially we plan to employ 4 employees, with that salary of $18,000. Sorry. We plan to expand this as we grow to make sure that we're not understaffed in any way. The cost of that would be $136,000. Miscellaneous objects and installations such as telescopes and solar cubes is $30,000. Here is a breakdown of our cost and profit of year one. As you can see from the profit, we have the formulas in the profit we used from the Abandoned Minelands grant that was approved. And to the left of that, you can see the amount in the amount column. That is the estimated guess annually. Here is a expansion of our first 6 years as a business. As you can see at year 4, we plan to determine our expansions off of the previous 3 years. And at year 6, you can see our remaining debt is 0. This is because at year 6, we will meet our return on investment. Here is a graph that shows the return on investment. As you can see at year 6, we start making profit. We know our business is going to cost a lot, so our potential funding sources soar. Outside investors such as Judge Executive Scott Alexander, the AML Grants, a county project, and the USA Drum Port. Growth and expansion. Over a course of 5 years, we plan to add the Arboretum, nature trails, an expanded version of our gift shop, and venue space. We do not incorporate these immediately as they are not part of our minimum viable product. Here is a list of our contacts, a few of which are not County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson, Promise Zone Coordinator Sandy Curd, and as mentioned earlier, Director of Grants and Contracts, Melissa Vermillion.
So that's a wrap for our presentation, but I just wanted to say that we were very thankful for this opportunity. But going into this, we didn't know what it took to be an entrepreneur, but now we have a whole different appreciation for the business industry, and a couple of us are actually considering being entrepreneurs later on. So thank you for your time, and we will accept any questions that you guys may have at this time.
Other stargates and communities, there's some I know in Arizona, Georgia, with full-time residents, maybe 20, 30, 40 homes. They could also serve as experts for this part. Have you thought of such a partnership, a private-public partnership with other stargazers that want permanent homes near such sites?
We have considered partnerships. In this process, we didn't specifically reach or get a hold, I should say, of any, but I actually didn't know about the one in Arizona, and that's very interesting. We'll definitely look into that as it comes to a thing.
So, from a market standpoint, how popular is the stargazing market? For example, bird watching is huge, right? And you wouldn't think that bird watching is a big industry. I think a lot of people, when they hear stargazing, they're thinking, what's the market for that? But there are plenty of stargazing communities and other economic development projects around stargazing and telescopes. So there's obviously a cohort of people somewhere that have an interest in that. Do you know how large that population is and how specifically you would target those people? Is it through educational programming with universities that have planetariums or telescope programs that kind of focus in a little bit on that aspect of the project for me?
We work at the Challenger Learning Center of Kentucky, which helps to emphasize on astronomy and get them familiar with that subject, as it's not commonly taught in education in schools. So that just tells us a little aspect of the general population that's interested in it. But also, if you base it off the recent solar eclipse and the events that have happened, you can see that people were obviously cautious of wearing things for their eyes. Everyone was trying to look at it regardless of regardless of what might happen to them. That just shows how much people are interested in these events that are occurring, in my opinion.
Thank you.
I know you're not planning on doing your nature trails and stuff right away, but I guess your later development, you're gonna incorporate that. Did you look at certain species on site and what kind of work you might need to do to get the kind of plants that you want later on?
We did reach out to Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, but we have not received an answer from them, so we are not sure of the species that are on the site, but we are trying to look into that.
Where you got that one, and I don't know myself, were you able to find how much light pollution would play into your business model there? I mean, is it a problem there, or is it a pretty great spot for observation?
It's a pretty awesome spot, I would say, in terms of light pollution, because there's very little of it. There's no street lights, there's no traffic, no I would say buildings that have that are close. It's off to itself, and it's on flat land on top of a mountain. And so what we were saying in the presentation was that we wanted to keep that low light pollution, and so that is why we have glow-in-the-dark pathways on our site, so that we don't have to put street lights in. And that is also why we are going to have a community fire pit, obviously for the community to bring people together, but also because if we did have several different campfires going on at the same time, that might also affect our light pollution. So.
I didn't realize really what light pollution was until I went out west with my daughter on a trip. And we were coming off a mountain one night, and we were supposed to come up to Torrey, Utah. And you can even see the city from the mountain because there was no light. If you ever check in communities like that, because this is a huge, huge market out west.
We haven't looked into.
It's a comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something
We were like trying to figure out if it was a comment or a question. We were like,
Sorry about that.
I was like,
I kind of blew Janice.
Okay, well then I'll add a comment to your comment. You said that it is a really big market out west, and I think that the biggest goal of ours is to make it a big market here and to make people more aware that this is a pretty cool thing. Like, more people should be aware about astronomy and space-related opportunities.
And to add to that, I feel like the whole premise of this competition is taking something that we typically see as a burden and seeing it through like sort of a positive lens and making it, something that the community can gather at and enjoy. So bringing that industry to the East Coast is definitely something that is a goal of ours, because we want to continue to show people that we live in such an amazing place.